A former Yankees teammate questions Robinson Cano's passion for the game. He said about Cano, quote, "I don't think Robbie burns to be the best. You don't see that red-hot passion in him that you see in most elite players." And that player that made those comments, Mariano Rivera. For more on Rivera's new book that contains those statements, let's bring in Andrew Marchand of ESPNNewYork.com. So, Andrew, that's a pretty big jab at Cano. Why do you think Mo said those things?
Oh, he's right. He wrote a book. I would say that's the major reason. But, I mean, in terms of what he actually said, I mean, first off, saying Pedroia is better than Cano is not a great insult. I personally would take Cano over Pedroia. He's just more productive. The thing that's a little more stinging, though, is to say that he doesn't have the desire to be great. And that is something that you have to take fully because, Mo has got to witness every moment, basically, of Cano's major league career, and he's seen how he's gone about his work and how he's played. And so for him to say that he doesn't have that desire compared to some other guys like Pedroia or Jeter, that says something.
Well, these two were together from 2005 to 2013 while with the Yankees, and this is a team that you have covered for many years. How much truth is there to Rivera's comments?
Well, listen, here's the thing. Cano gets crushed in New York for a couple of reasons, starting with when he ground out a lot of times, he would not hustle down to first base when there was an out. The other thing he would do is he'd make a great play and he'd throw the ball over nonchalantly to first base, but almost always accurately. Like, he never threw the ball away. Those two things don't look good. And so, that's what we see. The other thing that, I saw a lot is that when there was extra batting practice, hours and hours before the game, of the stars, the guy who was out there the most was Robinson Cano. So to me, that shows caring and wanting to be great and wanting to be the best hitter he could be. He also played in 158 games every year the last 7 years, most games for any Yankee, and he was out there. And if you believe in wins above replacement, he was by far the most valuable Yankee over that time.
So Rivera also made some comments about another Yankee star in Derek Jeter. What stood out to you about that?
Well, what he said about Jeter is, Mo has good advice, and they're friends, and he basically told Jeter that be careful on your recovery last year, that if you go too fast, that you might have setbacks, and Jeter's so competitive, and he thinks he can overcome anything, that perhaps it worked against him. Now, I don't think it would have mattered. I think, Jeter was, relatively smart about how he went about his comeback. I just don't think the ankle was fully healed, and so he'd already missed the whole off season, and his desire was to be back for opening day. Could they have babied it more, and maybe would that have, worked out better for them, for the Yankees and Jeter? Perhaps, but I mean, it's easy to say when, Jeter only played 17 games last year.
Well, he certainly has made some interesting comments so far. You can check out Rivera's book titled The Closer, and that was released on Tuesday. Andrew Marchand, thank you so much for your time today. We'll obviously keep you updated with this story. Keep it logged on to ESPN.com.